Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. We're going to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly of Hytale and my first impressions. It's not just my first impressions. I'm running a server at the moment on Hytale, and it's kind of all their first impressions as well, because some of them focus more on fighting things, some of them focus more on mining. I focused more on building myself. I still did some of the other bits, but that's where my focus mainly was. So we've got a few different perspectives here, a few different opinions on what was good and what was bad. Overall, I want to straight away say that I think it's one of the best early access games I've ever played. It's up there with Baldur's Gate 3 in my opinion in terms of like a decently polished early access game. Baldur's Gate 3 did have a lot of bugs, but just in terms of like hopping in and being like, holy shit, this is a game and this game is going to be good. I mean, they're saying there's years left of development, or the owner Simon is, and I'm going, if 1 year more of development, this will be a fully fledged game. It's like that close to being a fully fledged game. So there's already tons of content in it. It already feels pretty good generally when you're playing it. There wasn't a crazy amount of bugs, at least not that I've experienced. There's missing content, but there's not bugs. Like, I'm not worried about the missing content. I'm not worried about bugs. It's early access. But the fact that there's so little, or at least I found very few bugs, or anyone I was playing would experience very few bugs, is a really, really good sign. I also want to say, like, it barely crashed. I think it crashed once or twice on the first day, but after that, I haven't had a single crash today, and I played for 6 or 7 hours today, and 0 crashes. So, again, really good to see that from an early access, because when I go into early accesses, and I'm not sure about other people, I really lower my expectations. I don't expect a lot. If the game crashes, if it's buggy, once it runs for an hour or two and then crashes, I'm not too bothered. If it's crashing every 5 minutes, of course, that's a bit of a different experience. But generally in early access, my expectations are on the floor. And this cleared those expectations completely. I mean, Simon completely underplayed what this game was. He said it's really buggy. It's not really a game. For me, there's already a game here, nearly. The world just looks fantastic. I'm sure I'm going to have images up on the screen. It looks really, really good. Just walking through the place. I remember just loading in and being like, wow. And I was just in a tiny little shit room. But I remember just looking around and being like, this is going to be good. Because it already just looked graphically nice and graphically pleasing. And that's it. When you're walking around, you're like, this suits the vibe and the tempo of this game so well. So I hope they don't do anything to change the art style too much throughout the development cycle, because it really, really, really fits what they're going for. The world also feels alive. When you're walking through it, you know, and you're walking around the place, there's animals, there's so many different animals, so many different creatures, so many different monsters. And I feel like it's so nice to just be walking around, running into shit, interacting with it. Is everything complete? Like, can you tame all the animals? Can you do all this? No, there's a lot of stuff that you can't do. Like, you can't tame horses, for instance. But for me, the basis for taming the horses is already there, because you can ride the horse, you just can't tame it. So that's not a lot of coding extra to get to that point. And I think that's what's great about this game. Any of the problems I'm having, and I will get through them in a minute, they're all very fixable. And that's why I see people on the Reddit having a go at this game, comparing it to Minecraft. At some point in this video, I'm going to put up a picture of what Minecraft looked like early access and what Hytale, as there's gameplay playing here, looks like in early access, and they're just fucking incomparable. Not that I think Minecraft's a bad game, and I'm not dunking on Minecraft, and I won't be throughout this video. Minecraft is great. It has its own audience. I've played hundreds, if not thousands of hours of Minecraft. It's an absolutely fantastic game. Hytale fans should be appreciated that they're even compared. But people like dunking on this game, which is an early access, because it doesn't currently look like Minecraft or isn't as good currently as Minecraft, it's just absolutely ridiculous. So let's get into some of the bad stuff now quickly. While the world feels alive, it feels kind of empty. A lot of the buildings, they don't have a lot to do in them. You'll find tons of ruins and stuff, but there's nothing going on in them really. So it feels, alive but empty, at the moment. Again, you'll go into them and there will be like a warning sign, and you know that that's missing some content basically. So they will have content in the future, just not right now. Combat feels okay. A little janky, the block doesn't work a lot of times. When you're attacking with like daggers, you kind of fly over enemies, you fly into them, the hitboxes seem all over the place. So it feels okay, like it's fine, but I think it could really do with a lot of fine tuning to really get to a place where it feels smooth and feels clean, because right now I would argue it doesn't. I can imagine PvP on this game is a mess. I haven't done any PvP because I don't have it on the server. We're more going for a chill vibe on there. But yeah, I feel like PvP would not play well. Fighting the mobs at times can feel kind of frustrating. It definitely feels difficult if you don't have the armor. It is easy to kind of get the better armor, but if you were fighting some of the mobs without armor, you die very quickly. So it definitely has a challenge to it at times, but there are a lot of mapping issues with the AI as well. If you just build 3 blocks up, a lot of the time the AI just doesn't know how to deal with it. And so there definitely needs to be some work in that area. Collecting materials and farming feel exceptionally tedious. Now, the reason I'm not going to dunk on that too much, very easily fixable, but right now, like, I just think they need to dump. Right now they have something called eternal seeds, which are basically seeds that you keep getting back. But most seeds you plant, you don't get the seed back. You just have to go and remake seeds again. I just think if you break a block a week, you get a seed. Don't try and be too different from Minecraft either. I understand the game wants to stand out in some areas, and it does. If you play these games, it's like playing Call of Duty and then playing Battlefield. Are they both first-person shooters? Yes, but they're completely different games and they feel completely different. And I feel like Hytale sometimes is doing things just to be different, like the whole seed situation. It doesn't need to do that. Just make it so when I break a wheat block, I get seeds. Right now, like 1 log as well from when you collect trees, 1 log equals 1 plank. Just make it equal 4 planks or 3 planks or something, because it's super tedious to build things. And I love building, and throughout this video, I've probably got some pics of me building or videos of me building some of the buildings we're building in the town. And it's just like, it's making it way more tedious than I think it really needs to be. Overall, it feels like a brilliant game. It feels like if Minecraft was developed 15 years later and for a more mature audience, and I think that's what it's trying to be, and I think it's hitting the nail on the head really well. I am so excited to see how this game progresses over the next few years. I'm going to be following the journey closely, and yeah, I'm just buzzing. I was so excited. Like, Simon completely undersold to me the early access, and if you're like on the fence about getting it, I would just get it. You're gonna at least get 10-15 hours of fun out of it. Is there 200 hours of fun? I'll have to let you know if I play 200 hours, but right now I'm at least gonna play for a full week, and I would say that's totally worth $20, which is what it cost me. I'm gonna release a full review because this one's just a very quick one, probably at the end of the week or maybe next week, because I just feel like I will then have done all the little different bits in the server, whereas right now I focus on building. So I still want to play more of the game to get my own opinion and then kind of deliver that in a better format and a longer format for people. If you're interested in joining the server, I'll leave a link down below. The Discord, it's a Discord link. You have to join that, and then the IP is in there. Right now there's no proximity chat, which is another criticism, a light one, and so that is the way you kind of get into playing with the server. And look, everyone on the server is super nice, really, really nice community. We're just all on there. No one's grieving each other. No one's trying to be a prick. It's just a great time. So if you're interested in that, please come along and join. I really appreciate you guys watching the video. I hope some of my thoughts and opinions convince you to go get the game, because I really do think if you're in any way interested, it is totally worth diving in and playing. Thanks for watching, guys, and best of luck with your day.